In this video, we're going to teach you a whip with both an inside and outside turn. What's up? My name is Brian B. from westcoastswingonline.com, the largest West Coast Swing related website on the internet. And in this video, we're going to teach you a whip turning both different directions. Now, if you don't know the basic whip footwork, you'll want to watch this video right up in the corner or in the description below. But provided you know the basic whip, let's get rolling with the whip with the inside and outside turn. And now the whip with an outside turn. 2 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And from the other side, whip with an outside turn. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, leaders, whip with an outside turn footwork. Everything is the same as your basic whip. There's only one step I want to pay attention to, so let's cover this quickly. Basic whip footwork, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. Side step for 5. The only step I want to pay attention to on this one is count 6, because normally I would step in the slot, but because I want to make sure I reach over my partner's head, I might have to reach a little further forward on count 6, anchor 7, and 8. So that's the only slight difference. Doesn't happen all the time, but depending upon your follower, it might. So here we go again. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 is the one I want to pay attention to, anchor 7, and 8.
Followers, your footwork. We have forward, and now we're going to take a side step that ends backward. We have back, together, forward. Now we're going to take a side step that ends backward. We're going to step down the line and then triple step. So if we did that again, we have forward, turn, back, together, forward, turn, turn, and triple step. Let's add some counts. So we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, turning 5, turning 6, 7, and 8. Let's go from one more angle here. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, turn 5, turn 6, 7, and 8.
All right, the whip with the outside turn. Let's take a peek at it and talk about what we need to do to make this pattern work. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So here's what we need to do. Everything's the same till 4, but we have something to think about on count 4. But the footwork remains the same. 1, 2, 3, and on count 4, leaders, I need to flip this hand up. So Megan's going to go fingers to the sky. I'm going to take my hand and face my fingers the direction I want her to turn. That's count 4. Now, I need to use my right hand and my left hand simultaneously as I take a side step to make Megan step back for count 5. I continue this over her head as I step in the slot for count 6, and we finish for 7 and 8. Let's take a look at this one more time this way before we change directions. 1, 2, change the hand by count 4. I pivot her backwards on count 5 using both hands. It goes over her head for 6, and we anchor 7 and 8. Let's take a peek on the reverse side. So once she gets to my right hand, I'm going to be able to change this hand. I'll show you what I mean. 1, 2, 3, and she's in my right hand, which allows me to change that hand as we step across on 4. Now I pivot her back on count 5. I continue over her head for 6, anchor 7 and 8. One last time from this side. 1, 2, I change the hand, pivot 5 over 6, anchor 7 and 8. All right, gang, the whip with the inside turn. Let's take a peek. We have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And from the other side, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, leaders, whip with the inside turn. At this point, you should have learned the basic whip footwork and have that down. So we're going to do that really briefly, but there is one key step that you'll want to pay attention to. Although it's the same, it is going to be the key for the whip with the inside turn. So basic whip footwork, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4. I'm across the slot. Now, because my follower is coming under this hand, it is very important that I step to my right side clearly with my left elbow out in good posture over the right side, leaving room for my follower. That's going to be on count 5. So as we walk through this, make sure you get count 5 correct. 1, 2, 3, and 4. As I open up 5, I want to make sure I'm over my right foot, leaving this elbow out to leave space for the turn for 6, anchor 7, and 8. We'll briefly do it from the other side. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Side step 5. This time I really want to commit to a side step on 5 to leave room for my follower for 6, anchor 7, and 8.
Followers, your footwork. We're going to start with our forward step. So we have forward. Now we're going to take a side turning back step, side to back. Then we have back together, forward. This is where it differs from your regular whip footwork. You're going to head forward. We're going to turn side to back, and then we have a triple step. So we have forward, turn, back together, forward, forward, turn, triple step. With counts, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, turning 6, 7, and 8. If we did that from the other side, we have 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, turning 6, 7, and 8.
All right, gang, the whip with the inside turn. What do we need to do to make this pattern work? We'll do it from this side. So everything's the same for the whip to count 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There's 2 things that are going to happen at this point. First thing is I have to be able to flip this hand up and look at my watch. Right? That's count 4. So let's get that far, making sure we flip the hand up on count 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now at this point, Megan is doing a good job of being connected to my right hand. So I'm going to step a good side step for count 5, right? We talk about this in the basic whip footwork. It's more important in this pattern. This gives room for my follower so I can take my left hand over for count 6, stepping in behind her, and then we anchor 7 and 8. Let's look at it once more this way and then the reverse angle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Changing the hand 5 over 6, 7, and 8. Let's look at it from the reverse side. Freezing on count 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. The hand changes. I step sideways for 5. I put my head over my right foot, so this leaves lots of room for Megan to go underneath for 6, anchor 7 and 8. And one more final time. 1, 2, 3, change the hand of 5, 6, 7, and 8. And that's your whip with an inside turn. All right, now that we've got the whip mastered, we have to learn the reverse whip. We're going to do that right here in this video. We'll teach you a reverse whip with both an inside and outside turn. If you want to skip ahead, head on over to our website, westcoastswingonline.com. You can do that right here, and you can walk through our syllabus, which will take you step by step through the first 30 patterns you should learn for West Coast Swing, and we've got some other special stuff for you over there. You can try it out right here in this link for 14 days for free.